And we are live. Welcome to the stream. And today I'm going to be talking about Pancakeswap and specifically how to make money on it. Now, before we start, this is my experience of using it and how I have been making money on it basically. And what I would recommend is if you are looking to make money on Pancakeswap, I would make sure that it is a very small percentage of your portfolio because it is quite risky. So, not anything high. So, between 5 to 10% of your portfolio, I would put on if you're looking at doing it, or even less. It just depends on what your risk is, and be aware that you might not get your money back if you do decide to use Pancakeswap. So, if we go on the home page, so what is Pancakeswap? So basically what it is a decentralized exchange based on the Binance Smart Chain. Let me just put my notes down. So traded on this BEP20 tokens, which is running on the Binance Smart Chain, and it's running within the Binance ecosystem. So be aware everything is around that kind of ecosystem. Now a lot of drama has gone on in crypto in the last 24 hours with Elon Musk, Binance, etc. So do your own research and weigh up the risks whether it is worth getting into something like this. So if we have a look on here, now most of the things that you'll do on Pancakeswap is based around the cake token. So you've got obviously the Binance coin, which the ecosystem runs on, which is at $600 and it's number 3. And then if we go down, we have got Pancakeswap at $32 and number 36. So if we just have a quick look at the Pancakeswap token. Sorry, 1 second. Let me just double check people can hear me. And just need to get the comments on. I presume everyone can hear me. So if we have a look at the chart for cake, not bad, 180 days. Now this is kind of the equivalent of Uniswap. So Uniswap is the biggest decentralized exchange in terms of the Ethereum blockchain, and this is the biggest one in terms of the Binance Smart Chain. So nice little chart there of Pancakeswap, going straight up, no kind of pumps and dumps. And if we go back to the home page and you go on exchange, now, as with the same thing with Uniswap, with a decentralized exchange, what you need to do is you need to use like a decentralized wallet if you are swapping anything. So what I use is, I can get it up. So what I use is something called Trust Wallet. It appears like this. And what happens is you connect your wallet on here and you select either Wallet Connect or Trust Wallet to connect it. There's also other ones you can use. So there's MetaMask, Math Wallet, I don't know what that is, Binance Chain Wallet, SafePal Wallet. So the one I've experienced with is the Trust Wallet. That is Binance Chain Wallet. Oh, sorry. The one I've experienced with is the Trust Wallet. And I find this easy to use, and I found it easy to use, and that is the one I've gone for. But obviously you can use others. So what usually happens is, to get started on this, you have to exchange BNB for one of the other tokens that you use. So usually it's cake. So what you do is put it in here, put what you want to exchange, unlock your wallet, and then connect it, and then do the trade. One thing with this particular decentralized exchange is it will be very glitchy. I've noticed this as well with Uniswap, and a lot with this. It can be very glitchy, so you may have to do it 2 or 3 times for the trade to go through for when you're exchanging, which may, you know, freak out some people, but it happens for everyone. So just be aware that that will happen. Once you've got your cake, then you can go through to something called the farms. I should say another reason that people have got into using Pancakeswap as opposed to Uniswap is because of the fees. So obviously Ethereum fees as of today are still high, and that's why people have been drawn towards Binance Smart Chain, because the fees are lower, and people want to obviously have less fees. You don't want to be paying, you know, $80 for a trade basically. So that's why people are drawn towards Pancakeswap, and that's why the growth has been quite significant recently with Binance, because of the Binance ecosystem. Now, here are the farms. So what I put on my original video where it said the APR, I think I said 800 something percent. So you can see here what these farms offer. And now these are not set in stone. These will change and vary all the time. So these will go up and down. The other day, I think it was 1,200% for one of these. So I'll show you how it works. So if we try the Cake BNB one, and we click on this, and I've got a description here in depth of what the farms mean on Pancakeswap. So how it works is, so say you provide liquidity with the Cake token, you'll have to lock the same amount in dollar value of Cake and BNB, shown as the first one there. So for example, if you provide 1 BNB, which equals 15 Cake, they're both equivalent to, say, $600, let's just say, for easiness. So if the price of one of these two coins increases faster than the other, or the other way around, let's say Cake grows 50% and BNB stays at the same price, this means that it won't be 50-50 anymore, which means it will automatically sell Cake to buy BNB in order to end up with a 50-50% again. So what that means is, when you're getting into one of these farms here, you've got to be aware that you need some decent coins or tokens where it's not going to get dumped, because then that 50-50 ratio is going to be ridiculous if the coins keep dumping. So it will always sell a coin that is growing the most to buy the other. So if Cake is performing better than BNB, it will sell some Cake to buy BNB. If this happens the other way around, it will also happen as well. This is why most of the time when you take your liquidity out, you'll end up with less coins from one side. Sometimes it can be more profitable to hold the coin instead of giving it to provide liquidity. In other cases, the amount of Cake farmed can compensate this loss. So, if we have a look here, which is quite interesting, I think, because what you can do is, so I've shown you before where Cake and BNB, Cake was $32, BNB was $600, and you can see the APR you get back for putting them both in the liquidity pool. So if you go on stake liquidity, you go on here, and say you add 1 BNB token, then that means you need an equal amount in dollar value of your Cake, so 18.73. So what happens is them two would go into the liquidity pool, and then this is how you would get your return back. So this one in particular is 61.56 APR. So you can see return on investment here, and that's how much Cake you would get per $1,000. So 0.05 after 1 day, 0.37 Cake after 7 days, 1.61 Cake after 30 days, and 26 Cake after 365 days. Now bear in mind as well, what you've got to take into consideration is you're getting so much of this token Cake, and you've got to take into consideration what the price will be of this Cake. So if you're doing the cake B&B, you've got to be aware of what the price of this is. Considering we're in a bull market, you would suspect that both will go up. So you're getting a certain amount of cake and it will be worth a lot more at the end, in theory. The other thing is there's a multiplier here. So what does that mean? So if we have a look here. So the multiplier explained. When you want to stake your LP tokens in the farm to earn cake, you'll see different multipliers for each farm. You might be asking yourself, what is a multiplier? Do I earn more cake tokens when the multiplier is high? No, that is not the case. The multiplier is about the amount of cake token allocated to each farm. The APR, on the other hand, is affected by both the multiplier and the amount of LP tokens staked in the farm. For example, if 200,000 cake tokens are allocated to the farms, then Cake B&B farm will be getting the most of the tokens as a multiplier is 40 times. But when a lot of users stake their LP tokens in a particular farm, the APR might still be low, although the multiplier is high, which is the case with the Cake B&B farm. So what you can do as well is, if you look on here, you can sort by how hot it is, and you can put it by the multiplier and the APR. So the top one at the moment, and bear in mind this changes daily, is KUN and QSD. Now, it shows that if you go on here, you can see how much cake you would get. So look at that, after 30 days, 23. Look at that, after 365 days, 32,000 cake. So that will change, okay? That rate will change. So what you have to do is look at what these are. So let's have a look at KUN. Is it this? Oh no, it's an exchange. Let's have a look. I have no idea what this is. Let's have a look at QSD. Oh, it's this here. So this one isn't even listed. As you can see, less than 30 days old, and that's why it's giving you a ridiculous amount. And then the other one, QSD. Oh. Don't know why it keeps doing autocorrects. It's not even found it. Oh yeah. QSP, no? Right, I can't even find that. So if we go back, let's try and find something that we can look at where the liquidity, where the rate is still high. Alright, what's this here? BDR. BDR. And again, oh. So this is why you have to be aware of why that percentage is so high. But I'm going to show you what I recommend to do on here and the easiest way to earn a big APR. Now you might want to dabble in this, but you've got to keep your eye on it, because be aware that this is terrible, this, whatever it is. Yeah, don't do that one. Just make sure when you're looking through you check all the charts, because this one is awful. But obviously the one I would recommend if you're looking at doing this would be the Cake B&B one. And look for the liquidity as well. So if we put liquidity, so this one here, these are a lot lower, but they've got higher liquidity. But literally go through, and as you can see here, these are all ones that you've heard of. So Uni, Link, XRP, Compound, Sushi, Zill, SXP. But I would recommend, if you're going to do it, Cake B&B. So you're getting 61% on that and a multiply of 40. But if you want to go for the ridiculous ones, be very careful as you do it. Only put a little amount in, because you could get wrecked if you do it. Now, what I would recommend you doing, and what is easier because you're relying on that 50-50 split for this, is the pools. So this is the one I'm using. You can see here. So basically what happens with this one is, this is the syrup pools. So you simply, all you have to do is stake your token to earn a high APR. All you do is you connect your wallet to it and you execute it. So you deposit your cake into this particular one, which is the cake syrup pool. I'm earning 137%, 0.72% on my return. And this is what I'm earning per $1,000. Now be aware that if it's auto, that means that any interest that I earn, so any cake that I earn, goes back onto my total amount of cake, and then it goes off that basically. So it's compounding the interest. So you can see by $1,000, this is what I'd get, and it compounds daily. Now, what you can do is earn other type of tokens by staking. So you can see here all the different rates. So you can earn cake by staking Doge, 112%. Earn BMXX by staking it. So again, when you can earn all these by staking your cake, have a look at what they are, because a lot of them will be shit coins. So you can see all the different rates. They are very, very high. But again, with that comes a risk. So if you think about what the risks are, you could just pick a shit coin. So there's more risk in the farms because of the 50-50 split that I mentioned. And if you're partnering up with a shit coin, then, you know, basically it's higher APR, higher risk. You're partnering with a shit coin, and if that just goes down in price, then it's going to affect what you get back. Less risk on this because you're just staking one thing. But again, if you're doing this, I'd stake ones you've heard of. So I've heard of Badger. Obviously Doge. That is a bit of a shit coin though. Let's have a look at a few of these then. Alright, let's have a look at these three. So Earn Suitor, let's have a look. 97% return. $563rd. So I mean, when you're looking at charts, you just need to see a good growth. So if we put this, it's not too bad. Also, you got to look at the fundamentals and who's involved. That's not. So look at the Bitcoin one. Bit terrible. But have a look through each one. Let's pick another. TLM. Let's try that. TLM. Alien Worlds, right, 153. I don't know what this is. This is just shut up. Yeah, Jesus. See, I mean, if you staked this to earn it, it'd be pretty pointless, if I'm honest. 97% for a shit token. Who? DFT. So here you go, ZIL. So ZIL's a decent one. So by staking your cake, 75% you get ZIL. So it shows you how much ZIL you'd get per $1,000. So if you look at ZIL, So Ziliqua is number 64. I don't know the full fundamentals for this, but I've heard it is a decent investment. No, look at that, so that's a decent chart. So if you were staking your cake to earn something like this, so if you think, if we work it out, so if you're getting per $1,000 313 zil a month, that would mean that you're making $63 a month just by staking it in that pool. And then yearly, $1,000 yearly if you were using that particular pool. But bear in mind the price of ZIL looks like it's on the way up. This looks very good. So just make sure you have a look at each one, because Ziliqua is good. Some of these are really shit. Bunny, I think that's the new one related to Pancakeswap. Let's have a look how good this is. Bunny. Which one is this? I don't even know which one it is. I think it's this one. No. It's got the same. I'm not sure which bunny that is. There's a lot of there's a lot of bunnies. I presume it's this one. Not enough data really about that one. But you can see out of these rates, the highest one is the one I've been doing. So this one here, 137% for this. Automatic restaking of cake. Nearly got 19 cake here with $624. This is because I put a couple more cake in. So this lasts 3 days for the unstaking fee, and then after that you can withdraw it whenever. So your withdrawal is free basically. You just have to pay the fees once you transfer it back into Binance Coin or a stable coin, for example. And you would just do that in the Trust app. Back in, once you withdraw it, you just go back into the exchange. You go from cake, and then you would transfer it to whatever you want to put it back into. So if you want to do it straight to BNB, or if you want to put it back into, say, a stable coin. So I wanted to withdraw my 19, and then it'd just do the route through it. And that's how you kind of get your money out, really. But what I'm going to do is, with this particular pool, just let it run. It's in the bull market, let it run. This is high risk, but it's it's only a few $100s. It's earning me higher than I ever would putting it in a bank. In the UK where I'm from, I get 0.5% in my bank, but with this I'm getting 137%, which is unheard of, to be honest. So that's what I'll be doing. And this is probably, if you balance out the highest risk, the lowest risk, and the best return, I would say if you're not comfortable with doing the farms scenario here, because you'd have to keep an eye on it with a lot of the shit coins, this is the easiest one for me, to be honest with you. And it's, like I said, it's 137%. I'm staking the cake. I think although I'm not a massive fan of Binance or Binance Smart Chain, I do think everything will go up in crypto, and Pancakeswap is the biggest decentralized exchange for Binance Smart Chain with the low fees, so that's why I'm going forward for it. Would I leave it in here in a bear market? No, probably not. I'd see how it plays out really and yield on other platforms. But whilst we're in the bull market, I'm going to stick it in here, see if I can earn a few $100s. And if you want to do more, please be aware that it is very risky, so not financial advice. This is how you do it if you want to do it. There's also a couple of other ways to make money on here. So there's a prediction thing here that they used to do. I think we'd guess the prediction of prices, and they would reward you in cake. There's also a lottery that they used to do where you win prizes in cake, which they don't do anymore. But there you go. There's Pancakeswap, an overview of how you can make money. Again, just in summary, on the farms, this API changes all the time. When I made the thumbnail this morning for the video, it was 800 odd %. Now it's at 702. The other day it was 1,200, and that depends solely on the coins that are in the farms. The most stable kind of percentage that you will get is in the pools, so the syrup pools, like this one here, which when I put it in was roughly the same, and this has been pretty stable. So this is the one I'd recommend. You can earn up to a ridiculous amount, like 1,000%. However, this is still a lot and quite a high amount than, you know, if you yielded anything else. 137% cannot be scoffed at, considering, you know, what you would get in a bank normally. So that's everything for me today. Thanks for watching the video. Check out my website if you want to look at any promo codes. If you would like to book a consultation to go through your crypto portfolio, get advice on anything in the world of crypto, pop a comment in the comments if you want to discuss anything with Pancakeswap. I'll come back to this as well, and if anything happens in the developments with Binance or Pancakeswap, I will cover it. But that's it for me today. Check out my videos, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you very soon.